Then guys, hope you can see me. Fantastic. Welcome to Keto Show. First of all, I want to apologize for coming out late. Uh, it's due to family uh, challenges. So thank God I'm here, isn't it? Well, I'm glad to see you, and I hope you are excited as well to see me live. Thank you so much. And for those of you who are watching me for the first time, I want to say welcome to Kate O Show. Thank you so much for coming. And for those of you who are regular on my channel, I also want to say thank you for your consistency, for learning and supporting this channel. And please, I want to say, please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe because your subscription counts. It means that what I'm doing, that you're in support of it as well. And please hit the like button before you send me messages on WhatsApp, to give me thumbs up on Instagram, which is great. But I would like to see those thumbs up here. All right, also. And please leave your feedback underneath this channel. What do you think about today's topic? What did you learn? I like people saying, oh, most people say great, nice, but I want you to talk about the video. For some of you, if you are not watching everything, then you might be missing out. Because if you're on this channel, you've stayed on this channel for 6 months, and you have not had a shift in your life, then that means something is wrong somewhere. Because this channel is to get you from where you are to where you want to be, and where you are in that process. What the videos here do to you is to help you to build the right mindset for success, to build the right mindset to overcome challenges, to handle difficult situations. So if you are going through trials, if you are going through hardship, this is the channel you should come. There's no need for you to crumble. There's no need for you to get into depression if you can spend at least 20 to 30 minutes on this channel to watch my videos. For some people will say, Kate, maybe you should do it 5-10 minutes. But if the challenge I want to talk about have to take more than 5-10 minutes, I will do that. People spend 2 hours, 3 hours to watch movies, isn't it? Yeah, so it all depends on what you really find interesting. For some people, they want to watch cartoon. For some people, they want to watch football, can spend hours watching watching football and other games, but they won't spend time to develop themselves. I always say this in UK. I say, for the fact that you have free NHS, it doesn't mean you won't care for yourself. It doesn't mean you will not buy books to read. It doesn't mean that you will not spend time to watch trainings and attend trainings that will help you. And that is why I'll be inviting you later on this channel, on this show, to an awesome event that's going to change your life, that's going to change your business. And if you are watching me today, let me know so I can give you a discount. The first person to join me will be getting a complimentary ticket. First person to send me an email, and the email address is info@triumphinthemidstofadversity.com, which is Indigo November Foxtrot Oscar at Tango Romeo Indigo Uniform Mike Papa Hotel, Indigo November Tango Hotel Echo Mike Indigo Delta Sierra Tango Oscar of Foxtrot Alpha Delta Victor Echo Romeo Sierra Indigo Tango Yankee.com. All right, so it's info@triumphinthemidstofadversity.com. all right, so if you send me email, the first person to send me an email, you'll be having a complimentary ticket. That is a free ticket to come to the event I'll be talking to you about. So watch the end of this video, because that event is life changing. If you've never been to one of them before, then yes, this is another opportunity for you to come to this yearly event that will change your life for better. So what am I talking to you about today? I want to talk to you about the three major reasons why many fail and why many get into depression. For instance, if you are someone that is watching me today, you might be thinking that, oh, Kate, what are you talking about? I'm fine. I don't have any challenges that will lead to that. Yeah, that's good. That's fantastic. I have been in your shoes before, so congratulations to you. There was a time in my life that I felt so as well, but I must tell you that as human beings, we are prone to go through challenges in our lives. And that is why it is key and it's mandatory that you learn and build the right mindset to handle difficulties. Because if you are not prepared and you don't have the right mindset, that is what come and crush people down and make people lose their mind. But the good news is I've got 3 reasons for you that you have to watch out. And if you have a pen, take a pen, have a notepad, get it ready now and put this down. If you can come to this channel and take it as a place where you go and learn, a place of studies, a place to school, a place to learn wisdom, a place to learn, strategies, then your life can never remain the same. Even after spending just 3 months only on this channel, you have a shift. People come for our event just one day and they have a shift in their life. People listen to me speak on the stage and they have a shift in their life and they turn their life around. I've had workshop that people come, one-time workshop, and they tell me, Kate, now I realize I have hope for the future. So people's life, are transformed even after an encounter of just an hour with me. So thank you for watching once again, and hit the like button as you're watching me. Hit it now, don't say later so you don't forget. Hit it now and please share. Don't watch videos like this alone. As I said to you last week, if you're watching me and you're watching me alone, a time will come in your life when you've had that shift I'm talking about, when you've created that right mindset for success. For the fact that you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with, if you don't invite your friends to watch, they are not learning along with you. When you come with those great ideas, when you share with your friends, you're going to lose them because they won't get it. They won't have a clue of what you're talking about because they will be expecting you to bring, small ideas, looking at where you are now. So they want you to say something that is close to where you are today. When people bring ideas that they think is too big, just too cumbersome, how are you going to do this? You will chase some people away out of you because they will think you're going crazy. That's why I tell you, when you're watching this channel, invite those that are around you to watch as well so you don't grow alone. Even like partners. If you have a partner and you train yourself with the best marriage strategies, you train yourself with all the great mindset for relationship and success. If your partner is not learning along with you, no matter the great ideas you bring, it's going to kill those dreams. It might kill those dreams in your hands. The same thing with friendship, the people you relate to. That is why it's important, it's key that you surround yourself with people of the right mindset. And if they are not, you invite them to trainings and videos like this so they can also build the right mindset as well. So you don't come, with that transformation in your life that will bring, that will birth, great ideas, and you stuck with those ideas yourself because you don't have anyone around you that you can share those ideas with that will help you to work together to build that idea and bring it to reality. Thank you for watching. So today I want to talk to you about three main reasons many fail and what is leading to many today to depression. Number 1 is failing to acknowledge your adversity. For those of you watching me today, you might be going through a difficult situation. You might be going through a challenging time. You might be going through trials in your life, tribulations, no matter what you want to call it today. But you are failing to acknowledge it, that you are going through difficulties. My dear, whether you call it pretense, whether you call it, you want to sweep underneath the carpet, I must say that you live it in denial. Because when you do, what you're doing now, when you continue for maybe next few weeks or 1 month or years, how long you want to keep it, what it's going to do to you is going to help you to help that situation to get worse. You're just giving the situation a time for it to escalate. And when it does that, what happened is that situation that would have taken you maybe just 5-10 minutes or maybe few days or few hours to resolve is not going to be so difficult to resolve. It's going to take you to somewhere in your life where you are even stuck. Yes, what I'm saying to you is a life experience. I've seen people go through challenging situations and they sweep it underneath the carpet. Even in my relationship, I have situations in my hand. I will share with my partner. Then I'll say, listen, this is what I'm seeing, and with this we need to resolve this. I can't take this. There are things that you can tolerate as a human being, and that is why I said in my Facebook Triumph in the Midst of Adversity that in a relationship that you are in, there are things that will not matter at all to you as an individual, but it might matter a lot to your partner. And if it does, and you care about your partner, you love your partner, you must, not if you like, you must pay attention and and think about what she's talking, or he or she is talking to you about, and do something about it. Don't be complacent, because what happens most time in relationship, people get too used to themselves and they lose respect. You think, oh, what's she talking about? Oh, what is he talking about? And please, oh, okay, I've heard. Okay, thank you. When communication is one of the major things that ruin relationship, but also even when you are the type that communicate, if you communicate to deaf ears, it's as good as not communicating as well. So you see what I'm talking about, and this is the same thing with what I'm telling you now. If you're watching, me often, and you watch it alone, you don't invite your partner, you don't invite your friends, by the time you wake up one day with some great ideas, because that is what my channel does. My videos, my training, my workshop, that is what is meant for. Because I'm not just here as an entertainer. I'm not on YouTube to make people laugh. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not a comedian. I'm not here to just tell you something that will give me great views, but I'm here to transform lives. I'm here to help people to go through a difficult journey that they are going through with them. So that the journey I went through that took me maybe 10 years, sorry about that, so I thought I took that off, sorry for the interruption. So that is why I'm here, is to help those of you out there going through a difficult time, a challenging time, to go through your difficult situation in a way that makes it easier for you, so you understand what challenges are, so you don't take it in a way that will harm you and crumble you and lead you to failing. Because as humans, as I just, sorry about this once again, I hope that person don't call again. I thought I put it don't disturb. I put it don't disturb on. Sorry about that. So that is what I'm talking to you about. You must acknowledge it. For some people, they are going through a challenging time, but they are not accepting it. God have mercy. Sorry about that. Person must be so desperate. So, guys, that is one key thing. That's the number one thing you must do. The number one thing is for you to acknowledge that, listen, I'm going through a difficult times. I'm going through a challenging time, because when you do that, it helps you to resolve the issues, on time. You don't allow it to accumulate. It's a long time I had this kind of people disturbing my life. I don't know what they do that make the call to come try. No, I put sounds and vibrate. I don't know why it's ringing. Sorry about that once again. So that's what I'm saying. That is the key thing in life. Sorry, please. So thank you for watching. Welcome, and please subscribe to my channel, and please hit the like button. Thanks for liking it, and share please, and leave your comments underneath this video. So that is the number one thing, whether in your relationship, whether in your place of work, whether in business, this person. My goodness. So please, thank you. Sorry about that once again. I don't know who this person is. You should understand I'm cutting them off. Anyway, the common sense is not common, as they say. You can see that the call is being cut off and keep calling. Okay, so that is number one you must do, acknowledging that you are in a challenging time. You are in a difficult time. You are in a difficult situation. You must acknowledge it. Don't in you must acknowledge it, that listen, I'm going through a challenging time. That is so. Number two thing you must do is for you to choose how you handle your situation. Number one, first, for you to acknowledge that it's there, so you know that this is a difficult situation. For example, for someone who is at the age of getting married, for example, and you are getting into a relationship and it's not leading to marriage, and you want to really get married, you must acknowledge that you are in a difficult situation. For example, maybe you are 40 or over 40 and you're trying to get married and you're having relationship and it's not leading to what you want. You must indeed acknowledge that indeed I'm going through a difficult situation here. That is number one. Then now, number two, and also another example I want to give to you before I go to number two, another difficulty you might be going through might be job loss. Sometimes probably you are looking for employment, and it's not forthcoming after you had a job lost. That's another challenge you might be going through. You must acknowledge that is a it's good that you acknowledge it, but after you acknowledge there is a challenging situation, right? The next step is how you choose to handle it. When you see a difficult situation, how do you handle it? Are you the type that, see a situation and you think is the end of the road? Are you the type that gets into a situation and you really worry so much? You spend the time that you spend to think. There's difference between thinking and worrying, guys. I'm not saying when something happens, just be going and, no, that's not what I'm saying. You think about, you have a quiet time with yourself, but worrying is different. Like I said in my book, the best motivational book ever written, I said there in that book that since you know that worrying doesn't solve problems, why worry? You see, so worrying is quite different. So what I'm saying now is how you choose to handle your difficulties. For me, for example, for someone who had a job loss, some people, when they have a letter from their office and they say, listen, that's the end of your contract. For most people out there, they will think it's a bad news. And what they will be doing is to be crying, to be worrying about their bills, be thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to cope with life? And in that process, it might lead to a place some people their mind because they felt that they cannot handle it and they cannot come out of that situation. But I must announce to you today that in a situation that people get into and they cry and they get depressed, it might be an opportunity that have just knocked at your door. Yes, I mean what I'm saying. A difficult situation that happened to you might be an opportunity in disguise, because every challenging situation that you go through, I said in my book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity. Sorry about that again, please. So, guys, sorry for this interruption. I don't know who this person is. I don't have this person in my contact. It must be maybe one of the workers, but you can't just be coming at this time. It would have informed me since. Anyway, let's get on. So, as I was saying, is that when you have a letter of termination, for instance, for someone out there who is thinking, oh, it's a bad news, I want to announce to you today that it's not always a bad news. Okay, because I said in my book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, that before any difficult situation, there's either an opportunity before that situation arose, and probably you thought you didn't need it because you don't know what is, ahead of you, which I understand. And also, even in that situation that you're going through, the opportunities that shows up. But what happened oftentimes is that you close your eyes to such opportunities because you were focusing towards that, you're focusing on that problem that you have at hand. You are trying to resolve it, or you are worrying about it, and you don't, really pay attention when the opportunity shows up. And the one you have again is the one that comes after you go through that challenging time. For some people, when they are going through a challenging time and they overcome it, for example, job loss, as I said, when they overcome that job loss and probably they have another job and they see an opportunity, they will say, I think I have a job now, I don't really need this. Forgetting that what happened before, which is a job loss, can happen again. And what you are doing now, you're doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So what do I mean by this? For example, for someone who have a job loss now, and that that you felt really terrified, right? And now you have another job. What make you think that you cannot have another termination sometime? Maybe not immediately, but it can happen again, because as far as not your company, yes, someday you'll be asked to go, isn't it? So what did you do with the challenging that you have, the challenging situation that you have? When you saw an opportunity, now somebody came to you and talked about investment. After that challenging time, you will say, I just got my job back now, I don't really need all this investment, I'll be fine. You see what I'm saying? So you have one before, you didn't think you needed it because you were fine. Then when the challenge came, because you were so focused on that challenge, in that challenging situation that you're facing, you didn't pay attention to that opportunity. You were closing your eyes to that opportunity. And now after the challenging time, now you've overcome it because you probably have a new job now, you have something else doing. You are ignoring another opportunity that is coming out after your challenging situation. So for me, if I have a job termination, for someone like me, I won't see it as always a bad news. What I must say is this: when you have a termination later, it could be something that has come to give you an opportunity to actually apply for a higher paid job. Yes, Yes, most time we pray as Christians also, and this is common to everybody, and especially Christians, people of faith, they, they also fall into this. When they pray about increase, when they pray about God enlarge my coast, the way they expect it is for something beautiful to just be coming, like, oh, contract, or somebody pay money into the account. They don't understand that the way that God will bless you might not be the way you are expecting it to come. So you are in that job, that means you're comfortable there. God knows that you will never leave. That if you don't get that sack letter and you are on maybe a salary that is not very good, but you are just there because you know that you are used to the job, you like the people. You know what it is when you're an employee. There's a way you work in an environment and you get used to the people there. You like the environment, you like the organization, and you don't want to leave. People get to that situation, and you are not praying for increase, and you really desire it, even if you are not somebody that pray. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Ejiro. Thank you. And you are not even desiring to leave because you are not thinking about, even though the pay is not what you want, you just be there wasting all the time there, you just getting older, and one day you have a letter of termination and you're crying and worrying. But for me, I'll see that as an opportunity now to apply for the job that will give me the kind of pay that I really felt suits me. Because maybe I'm in a pay that don't allow me to travel. Maybe I'm on a pay check that don't allow me to do much for my family. Maybe I can't even save. I'm just living from paycheck to paycheck. And now they gave me a termination letter and I'm there mourning and getting depressed. Instead of me to see that as an opportunity to either train myself, learn some new skills, update my CV, and apply to companies, I feel that they can really, appreciate me more and give me a higher pay that I desire. People have left jobs and get 3 times their pay, their last salary. It can happen to you too. So when you have a letter of termination, it's not always a bad news. Another way I can see a letter of termination as an opportunity is this. It might be that I've been in a job that is so challenging and so time consuming, and I'm not really spending time with my family. And now they've asked me to leave. Yes, I'll be thinking, okay, Kate, probably this is a good opportunity for me now to look for a job that's more flexible, or a job that make me work less and I earn more. You see, when you say that you walk like an ant and eat like an elephant, must you walk like an elephant and eat like an ant? For you that is watching me, leave your comments underneath this video. Let me know whether you want to walk like an elephant and eat like an ant. I know some of you out there want to walk like an ant and eat like an elephant. And yes, when you get a letter of termination, that can be an opportunity for you to look for that job that will allow you to walk like an ant and eat what? Like an elephant. Yes. So that is another way I will see a job termination letter. I won't see it always as a bad news. And another way I can interpret a letter of termination to you is this. When you have a letter of termination, it's a time for you now to look at your strengths and your weaknesses, reflect on them. And you now ask yourself, is being an employee the best thing for me really? Have I actually been enjoying my job? That's the time for you to think. Have I actually, enjoyed the work I'm doing? Am I really fulfilled as an employee? Or is it time now for me to think about the business that I want to create? Is it time for me to become an entrepreneur? Or is it a time for me to look for a job that is more flexible so that I'll be building my business on the side, so that one day I can be working for myself, or if they ask me to leave again, if it happens in the future, I will just go and expand my business bigger than and work for myself. You see this? And there's so more coming. And if you see my next article that will be coming, which is titled Redefining Adversity, and my big why, you'll be able to see more of this. And if you read my book Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, you will see a lot of difficult situations that I turn to profitability, and even people who I know that I research on that have a difficult time and how they turn it to success. So if you're watching this channel and you're reading my books, it is very rare that you get to depression. I'm not a therapist. My book is not to cure depression, don't get me wrong, but it's a book that will prevent it. It's a preventive measure. So before you get to the stage where you get depressed, if you are the type that's reading my books, watching my channels, it will be very hard for you to be depressed. I must assure you that. So, and the number 3 thing I'm going to tell you today is, what? Can you guess? Watching me there. Anyway, let me go ahead. Is those you surround yourself with. Whom are those people you call your friends? Oh my goodness, this is so key, because in my journey of adversity, the people I surrendered myself with made my situation worse. And I've assured you that every challenge I've been through in my life, I will not allow you to go through it. Or if you're going through it, I'll make it easier for you. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. Whatever I tell you here is something to help you. I'm indeed in my calling, and I'm so fulfilled doing what I'm doing. You might not be sharing my videos, you might not be subscribing as much, YouTube might not be paying me any money yet, but I know that because I'm in my calling and I'm fulfilled, that money will pursue me. I know that for sure. So, those you surround yourself with, according to Jim Brown, you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So, who are those people that you spend most of your time with? Who are those people you call your friends? Sometimes people surround yourself with the wrong people, because one thing you must be aware of in life is this: those you surround yourself with will play a key role in your journey of life, especially when you're going through challenging time. What happens is this: if you surround yourself with nice people, friendly people, people who care about you in a difficult situation, they will allow your journey, they will help to make your journey of adversity to be smoother. But if you now choose to surround yourself with unfriendly friends, people who just surround themselves around you, but they care less about you, they're just there, maybe to even pull you down, then when you're going through a difficult time, it is not only going to be rough for you, but it's also going to linger for a longer time. You know why? Because those little things that they will do for you, that will help you to scale through that challenging situation and overcome, they will watch you stay there and watch you. Even if you're about to die in it, they will watch you die in it. It's that bad. That is why I must tell you today, those of you watching me now or who will be watching me later, that it is deliberate, is a deliberate act for you to choose those you surround yourself with. You must choose those that you call your friend deliberately. It's not, oh, this one come around me. No. You have to decide who come around you, because if you don't decide, those you spend your time with, people will choose to come into your life, and the wrong people might choose to get into your life. And when that happens, oh my goodness, I cannot emphasize this enough. In my journey of adversity, those that surrounded myself with, as I said earlier, made my situation worse, guys. I don't think you want to be there. I don't think it's a place you want to be. So now that everything is rosy, you think everything is fine, this is something you must think about. Because when that time comes, it's not everyone that can handle it. I must tell you, the shock can hit people like a storm, that not everyone will come out of it. This is a fact. So mind the people that you surround yourself with. Don't say, oh, these people I've known them for 20 decades. It doesn't matter how long you know people. Just make sure that you are surrounding yourself with the right people who care about you, and you also care about them as well, because it's key to your success and it's key to your journey of adversity. And you must know that adversity, which is difficulties or obstacles, is the back road to success. Do you understand? When you go through a difficult time, which is, people think, oh, you are failed. Not at all. Failure, if you fail at something, if you can learn from it, right, and you can grow, that is what leads to success. So that is why I give you the strategy to success is failure plus learning plus grow equals success. That is where you get to. But for some of you out there, you don't want to do anything different. You want to stay at the fence. You want to be that type that just, remain doing the same thing. You don't want to fail. You're afraid to try new things. Then you will be very hard for someone like you to be very successful in life, because failure is not a failure until you take that position. If you fail to learn from failure, yes. If you fail to grow, yes, then you are failed. But if you fail at something and you actually the honest acknowledge it, that this thing I failed at you, right, what else can I do differently, and you learn from it and you're willing to grow, listen, you are bound to success. That is what life is. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I promise you I'm going to invite you to Key to Unlock Your Potential, and the first person to join me will be having a complimentary ticket, meaning that it's a free ticket. It's a paid event. It's an awesome event that anyone who is a business owner, or you want to start a business, or you're an entrepreneur already, or you're someone who is a professional, you're working an establishment, this is an event you must come. It's a paid event, but because you are here today, you're going to get a free ticket. So send me an email to info@triumphinthemidstofadversity.com. gmail.com, which is info as I for Indigo, N for November, F for Foxtrot, O for Oscar, @ the @ sign. Triumph is T for Tango, R for Romeo, I for Indigo, U for Uniform, M for Mike, P for Papa, H for Hotel. In the midst of adversity.com is I for Indigo, N for November, T for Tango, H for Hotel, E for Echo, M for Mike, I for Indigo, D for Delta, S for Sierra, T for Tango, O for Oscar, F for Foxtrot, A for Alpha, D for Delta, V for Victor, E for Echo, R for Romeo, S for Sierra, I for Indigo, T for Tango, Y for Yankee.com. Yeah, so it's info at Triumph in the midst of adversity.com. If you send me an email, you'll be having a complimentary ticket. Congratulations to you. Wow, you're having a complimentary ticket to Kids Unlock Your Potential 2021. Break boundaries and succeed in business. If you're a business owner, and I know you're a business owner, so this is a good step up for your business. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Please share this video and tell me what you think. Something I realized after the video, I don't see your comments, guys, so if you can leave your comments later as well, that would be highly appreciated. And I'll be leaving the link to the Key to Unlock Your Potential event right here for those of you who want to book, for you to pay. It's still discounted now, so buy your ticket now, book now, because by few weeks time, hopefully maybe by early next month or end of this month, I'll be having a meeting with my business colleague. So by a week or two, we'll be taking the price up, guys. So book now. I'll leave the ticket underneath here. But for you who have a complimentary ticket, you don't have to book through that link because you'll be paid if you do that. I'll be sending you a complimentary ticket when you send me the email, an email to the email address I just gave, right? Then I'll send you a complimentary ticket so you can book for free. I don't like using the word free, but at no cost, yeah? So you won't pay for it, so you can attend and break boundaries and succeed in business and learn skills that will take you to your next level in your office. So when you're talking in your office, you're having meeting, the kind of ideas, the way you'll be talking, they will know you have what it takes to move to the next level. Your managers, if they are not frightened, they will not be frightened in Jesus' name. They will just be saying, oh, we have somebody here that can help us. Okay, great. You become an asset. When you become an asset, even when organizations are restructuring, they don't near you. They don't come close to you because you're an asset to the organization, and they know when you leave, you're not going to stay at home 1 week. Before you even pack your bag, if you apply to any company, you know how to do your CV with what you learn from our events. You can never be the same. You cannot go to an interview and mess up because we give you, the skills and the tools that you need to succeed, So thank you so much. I love it so much, All right, thanks for watching. And I love you so much as always. Bye. Thank you. This one that is only you that is watching today. A gyro.